Hello and welcome to Motor Vibes ZA. You are joining us for our very first review. We will now be bringing you local vibes for car content in SA, specifically orientated for the everyday person or South African family. This is the all-new 2025 Tata Punch Adventure S AMT. Looking at the front of the vehicle, you've got these beautiful, slim LED daytime running lights, and if you look down at the bottom, this is where you'll find your main headlight with active arrow on the side, which is used to cool down your brakes. If you're looking at the top of the grille, you'll notice there's a tri-arrow shape whereby you can see the hooter just behind the grille. The bottom grille also is inspired by the tri-arrow shapes. Looking at the side of the vehicle, these are hubcaps. They actually look like mags. If you look closer, you'll actually find that it's hubcaps. Something I like to see on a car like this is having indicators on your mirrors. Something you don't usually find on your budget, family-orientated SUV. Over on the top, you've got these beautiful gloss black roof rails, which are actually functional. If you look at the top, you'll see that there's small little caps that you can flip open to fit your roof rack as well as your bike rack. If you look at the back of the light signature, you'll also notice that there's another tri-arrow pattern which elongates over onto the side of the fender, having a beautiful Tata logo on the inside. Looking at the back of the vehicle, you can see that there's a rear view camera as well as this beautiful blacked out Punch logo. Just over here on the bottom, you'll find the tailgate release, which effortlessly helps you to open the boot. You'll also notice that there are parking sensors in the rear to help you park this beautiful SUV. A very cool, I might add, feature of this vehicle is the 90-degree doors that open all the way to 90 degrees, allowing you to effortlessly climb into the vehicle as well as load a baby seat in the back. What's really cool about the new Tata Punch is that there is keyless entry, so you do not even have to use your keys. You just press the button on the door handle and it simply just opens. Opening the driver's door, you can see electric mirrors as well as 4 electric windows and your window lock button over there. You also get this wonderful start stop button. Pressing that effortlessly starts the car. Now, if you do need to drive more economically, you just simply press this button.
Economy drive mode activated.
And the lady even tells you that economy mode is activated. How cool is that? Looking at the steering wheel, you do have a multifunction steering wheel to control your radio. You've got your volume as well as your skip and rewind and your answer and decline buttons for your calls. If you have a look at the 8-inch touchscreen over there, that's a Harman Kardon sound system, which has great sound, by the way. Now, looking at this digital cluster, it's quite interesting. It's fully digital. If you see on the top, you can have your heat gauge. There's also your rev gauge. If you see, I'm revving the car, the lights are going up. You've also got your fuel level on the right hand side. Now, once you do start driving, in the middle it does show your speed as well as your instantaneous fuel consumption, as well as your DTE over on the right hand bottom side. So with this 8-inch touchscreen Harman Kardon sound system, you do get wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We will go into more depth within a separate video on the infotainment system. Moving down, we are looking at the buttons for the climate control. Very easy and simple to operate, no fuss over there. You've also got two USB ports on the left side. You've got your USB port A, and then you've also got your USB-C fast charge, as well as your 12-volt socket. Over in the middle, you will find your AMT gear shift lever. It's very easy to operate. You just press the brake and you simply move the gear shift along. Moving into reverse, you can see that the reverse camera starts displaying what's behind the vehicle. And also what's cool about the reverse camera is if you turn the steering wheel, it gives you guidelines as well. Okay, so in the middle of the console, you will find your two cup holders. One's deeper and the other one's a little bit higher, obviously to accommodate for different sized drinks. Over in the middle, you will also find a armrest that's adjustable back and forth. And if you lift it up, it's also a storage space. With the new Tata Punch Adventure S, meaning sunroof, you get the sunroof, which is quite cool if you want to drive on a long stretch of ocean road like Clarence Drive in Cape Town. It really does let in a lot of sunlight and fresh air. Getting into the rear of the new Tata Punch is quite easy with these doors that open all the way. Um, Something to note with the Adventure S, your roof space does go down a little bit, but what they have done is they've compensated by adding a divot into the ceiling of the roof, which allows even adults to sit in the back. I am about 1.75 meters tall and I fit in the back seat. Now, looking at the middle of the console, you will find two air vents for the two passengers in the back. You can even close or open the vents over there. You do also get a 8-type USB socket. Looking at the rear of the seats, you will also find baby seat anchors called Isofix. This makes loading a baby seat quite easy because you are able to just clip it in. Looking at the rear of the Tata Punch, once you've opened the boot, you will find a boot that has 366 liters of boot space. And what's great about this car is the fact that you do get a full-sized spare wheel over there, which is a 15-inch spare wheel, and you also get a bag with your jack and vehicle tools. Okay, cool. Let's go for a drive. Shifting into automatic is easy. You simply shift it into A and lift off the brake and the vehicle starts crawling away. You just slowly increase the speed with the fuel. What's very nice about the Tata Punch is it does feel very stable on the road. It's relatively quiet in the cabin, which is nice. You can almost hear your thoughts. The other thing is the responsiveness of the pedal. It's quite good. The vehicle does go quite well, considering that it has 65 kilowatts and 115 newton meters of torque. Now, you might say that doesn't sound like much, but let's be honest, the speed limit is only 120 kilometers an hour on the highway. So, how much more power do you really need? Now, do you think that this vehicle is suited well for highway driving? Yes or no? We have actually driven this car on the highway and it does really well. Even at highway speeds, it does do well with keeping up with the traffic. It's relatively quiet. Even when you do drive with the sunroof open, um, it doesn't make that much of a noise or a difference. Um, the steering wheel is also quite responsive. Now, taking turns, you might say, with this vehicle having 187 millimeters of ground clearance, which is quite relatively high, there is a noticeable body roll, but let's be honest, it's not like you're really going to do turns at 120 kilometers an hour. Talking about the AMT gearbox, a lot of people are quite negative about the AMT gearbox. It really does perform well. It does have a noticeable head knot, but not too much. If you drive it like a normal person on everyday roads, you will really not struggle with it. The gearbox does perform quite well. Shifts are quite easy. It does do them very smoothly. Between third to fifth gear, it's really smooth. You don't feel it that much. Um, as well as overtaking on the highway, you simply just push the pedal all the way down and the gearbox quickly downshifts, either with one gear down or two gears down just to get past the vehicle that you're passing, um, which is really great because you do need to move quite quickly. If you enjoyed this video, drop us a comment down below and let us know if there are any specific videos that you would like us to do, or if there are any specifics on delving deeper into the sound system, as well as any other special features of the Tata Punch. Thank you once again for joining Motor Vibes. We'll see you on the next one.